So I'm back with another video, and it's like what almost near 5 o'clock in the morning. I didn't feel like doing no kind of heavy editing, so I'm in the dark because I'm sitting in my living room. And I mean, you could just sit and just listen. Almost treat this video like a podcast, would you? You know, um, I was just browsing and perusing around a lot of my social media apps: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, uh, YouTube. And I would just still keep hearing this rant about Tom Cruise freaking out, just freaking out and having a meltdown with his production staff. And when I first heard it, I knew that two and two was supposed to add up, right? It's supposed to make four, but I'm getting damn seven and eight because something just didn't add up. Now, what I mean by that, excuse me, what I meant by that is I already knew that he was working on this newly Mission Impossible movie. And what better way to promote your movie and get it out than to go viral like he did, and in the worst way. Now, some people is coming out in reports has even suggested that this was a publicity stunt. Well, duh, it was a publicity stunt. What you thought? This man is an actor. He know that due to this pandemic, a whole bunch of people will not be flocking to the theaters because of social distancing and the whole nine. So, in these dire need times, what best way to promote a movie than to go viral? He knew what he was doing. All the many years, I haven't never heard of Tom Cruise losing his cool like that. Never heard of it. Never. And then on top of that, somebody was recording him. Somebody had audio recording on him, and they actors, extras, or whatever. I'm quite sure they had to sign a lot of NDEs, non-disclosure agreement contracts. You know, and if I'm not mistaken, don't most producers or big production companies don't they tell you to remove your cell phones? They confiscate all your cell phones, listening device, and all that kind of stuff because they don't want pieces of the movie getting out. They don't want you to spoil nothing, even if they directing the movie. You know, look at shows like Empire and um, other big name shows. They don't want you even mentioning parts of a show that the viewers never seen before. You know, like if they're doing interviews with some of the actors and actresses, they'll ask them about the upcoming parts of the show. What you think gonna happen? Or what you think gonna do this? Or what you gonna think gonna happen to this character? The actors be full well knowing what's gonna happen, but they play it safe. Why? Because they under a clause, and if they break that clause, they liable to be sued. So, if just actors and actresses go through that, imagine whole production companies and staff. Of course, it was a publicity stunt, and it was a stupid one at that. I understand, and I was with him. I backed Tom Cruise, but he picked the perfect time and a perfect situation and a perfect recipe to go viral. You know. Now I was wondering about something. It's a YouTuber I used to follow a lot named Taryn Rain. You know, I love watching his channels. I love watching his videos and everything. Well, he brought something to my attention that made sense. He said he wondered if Tom Cruise going to get the same treatment the guy in that Atlanta restaurant got. Remember the guy at the Atlanta restaurant? He got a lot of vitriol. He went viral for all the wrong reasons. Even though he booked all for the next 4 months. So his establishment been doing quite well since the um, viral incident. But a lot of women, oh my goodness, it was a majority of women that was so angry and upset with him because they couldn't act like 7-year-olds in a restaurant where people eat food at. You want to act like a 7 or 8-year-old, do it at home. But yet they want to call themselves adults. You cannot call yourself an adult and you acting more childlike than a kid. I done seen more kids act as if they was older than most adults. I kid you not. You know, I have to tell the kid, How old you is, girl? You act like you. Oh, I'm 8. I said, well, you act like you 20. Act your age. I had to tell a kid that age. But the roles is now reversed. The adults they want to act like the kid, and the kid want to act like the adults. I kid you not. I see it every day. But so people's wondering, will Tom Cruise receive the same vitriol, the same negative comments and everything? So far, everything been positive because a lot of people agree with him. There's too many people dying worldwide, and in the United States, the pandemic is raging. It's surge upon surge of new cases, and that vaccine, that COVID vaccine, uh, about 4 hospital workers had experienced adverse reactions, so they had to kind of like slow down giving the vaccine because they had already given it to I think 300 people or 3,000 at some hospital, and 3 or 4 of them had real serious adverse reactions like increased heart rate, um, skin irritability, some light breathing difficulties, stuff like that. It'd be so much to talk about, and then they was talking about the stimulus, the slimmed down stimulus from the 1,200. It really went from 2,500 and made its way all the way to 600. Believe it or not, they argued and debated that stimulus all the way to the damn ground. It would have been less than the 600. It really would have been less than that because they wanted to give you 375. They really did. I don't know if it was the Senate or Congress, but listen, that let you know that politics ain't on the poor person's side. The poor woman or man, whatever color you is, if politics is really was working for the poor people and working for the people in general, you wouldn't really have no politics. But you got to remember, politics is just one big show. It's just a massive, massive show full of actors, actresses, scripts, you name it. I mean, why you think that whenever election time come up, and I ain't talking about for the presidency, I'm talking about for like uh, Senate seats, governors, um, stuff like that. They had these real awful smear campaigns. They ain't nothing but just one big soap opera. You know, they want to talk about Dave Perdue. I think whatever his last name was, Perdue, whoever he is, supposed to be some kind of senator, some man with deep pockets out of Georgia. You know, he been having smear campaigns thrown against him. He been smearing it against others. You know, and then expect voters to turn out and be vote for people. Oh, you ain't really doing nothing but just vote for just another actor, to be honest. And sometimes, I think about so much stuff because I read and I see a lot of stuff. I don't really believe everything I see, but then I go and do research. Uh, yeah, but the $600 was gonna be slimmed down lower than that if they didn't keep, if the debate didn't keep raging on. But the Americans were supposed to get 2,500. That was the first proposed bill. It was supposed to be $800, well, $700 or $800 a week for the unemployment benefits. That's been slimmed all the way down to 300 a week. So I mean, that'll deter you to really go out there and find a job quick, because $300 a week, you think about it, oh, it ain't gonna really last. Especially if you gotta pay that towards light bill or food bill, rent, etc. It's just something to really think about. But like I was saying, going back to my original story, I was discussing about would society and would social media at large demonize and throttle and throw under the bus Tom Cruise like they did that restaurant owner man in Atlanta, because a bunch of 7-year-olds look like grown people, supposed to be grown adult women, because I ain't seen no men twerking in there. I'm quite sure there probably was, but a bunch of grown women that's masquerading as grown women, but it really 7 and 8 and 9-year-olds dancing in a restaurant. I wouldn't want nobody dancing over my food, but that's another story. They upset Well, everybody know about the story. How you going to get upset because somebody don't want you coming in their establishment twerking and shaking and I don't know, throwing STDs? Oh, Lord. But listen, imagine you eating at a restaurant and maybe you don't feel like that. And I done heard every excuse it is under the damn rock about, well, he shouldn't have been playing that kind of music, or, learn to play a restaurant type music. It wouldn't matter if he was playing Coltrane. And y'all know who Coltrane is. One of the real good singers from the late 80s and early 90s. If they were playing Coltrane, would would you get up and dance over my damn crab linguine? Because I got a sensitive stomach. You dancing and twerking around me, I better walk my plate to the trash. But anyways, will Tom Cruise get the same treatment? No, he not going to get the same treatment. Because number one, he a Hollywood icon. Tom Cruise got very massive, deep pockets. He an influencer. He been in the movies since the 80s. The film industry since the 1980s. So, nah. And then sometimes your own people, they ain't gonna feel comfortable really attacking somebody else outside of their race. They'll just feel comfortable attacking their own. And trust me, I done seen it so many times. So many times. Like I was discussing in a previous video some years back, that all my bullies, all my life, always looked like me. And then you get those sympathizers that come and say, well, we was conditioned like that. We was brainwashed like that. Ain't no brainwash. Free will. So you've been brainwashed since the age of, because when you in school, you indoctrinated from the age of what? 5 to 18. So by the time you get out of high school, you are supposed to be an upstanding, civilized American, right? You get out to vote. You enlist in the army if that's what you want to do. And you serve your country. So indoctrination start between 7 and 18. So you mean to tell me you ain't got no kind of free will? Please. I don't be buying that brainwash crap. Don't nobody be brainwashed. You do what you want to do simply because of the hell of it. Like, so basically, I'm not really making another tech video. I'm probably going to be tomorrow or soon after. But I'm trying to tell y'all, I got so much stuff on my mind. And probably I'm going to get the AirPods Max soon. I done watched so many videos. I was stalking so many channels behind those damn headphones. I don't know how many videos. I think in a day, right? One time not too long ago, I think I had watched like about 20 damn AirPod Max videos. And they keep talking about that, the crisp sound, this and that and the other. Hell, I'm happy. But I'll be damned if I take my whole stimulus check about them damn things. I'm gonna have to wait till the price come down some $550, and that's the MSRP. The MSRP is $550. So give it about 3-4 more months. But Apple, they don't balk. They'll keep that price like that for almost about a year before they drop $200. But I hear it's an outstanding device. It's a very good, outstanding headphones, and it got great sound, great bass, everything, the whole nine. So when I hear stuff like that, I put a smile on my face. I be like, okay, all right, Apple, I see you. I see you, Apple. You doing the damn thing. Well, ain't this supposed to be the first multi-trillion-dollar tech company anyway? Yeah, so a lot of people don't like the case. They say the case looks very stupid. Well, this look like this the one of the longest videos I ever made, and I'm just talking off the top of my head about some of everything. I ain't got time for no fancy edits. I ain't really got time for all this and that and the other. So I'm just in the living room and it's dark, and I don't want nobody to see my damn house. So yeah, basically that's what it is. And I know nobody gonna sit here and listen to a 15-minute long video from me, which is fine. But I just had to get some thoughts out of my head. Because you see so much stuff on social media. and you hear so many things. And I'm like, damn. So that does it for my video. I'll probably come out with another tech video probably next week. You know. Later, y'all.